Hey beautiful people, it's Julie Bodger here from All About Your Joy. I have the first question here, which is from a beautiful lady, Brigitte, from Canada. And we have the question here. Hi Julie, I'm very happy to have found your Facebook page and to be able to drop you a line. I've just finished reading your two books, The Story of a Changed Life, which I love very much, and Your Joy Handbook, which left me a little confused. I'm currently reading A Simple Shortcut to Inner Peace and Joy, which speaks to me a lot, and I have a question about my interpretation of your books, as I am a bit confused. On the one hand, I understand intellectually that we are neither the body nor our thoughts, and that the search for our true nature makes us aware of this. And in your latest book, Your Joy Handbook, you advise us to take care of our bodies and our thoughts. I wonder then how a person who has realized his true nature, discovered that he is neither body nor thoughts, and realized beyond the self to be none of these things, how this person comes to write a book that advises us to take care of thoughts and body. This is not criticism, but simply out of curiosity. For me, it's more important to realize that I'm not my thoughts rather than trying to entertain positive thoughts. But maybe I've misunderstood your book too, and both your approach bring us to the same place. I would love to hear your thoughts on this and if you have a moment to respond. So thank you so much for your question, Brigitte. I really do appreciate it, and it's wonderful to clarify, especially once someone has read the books, so that we have all that stuff out of the way and we can talk about the real. So what's happened is, from the beginning, when I wrote the first books, The Story of a Changed Life and A Simple Shortcut to Inner Peace and Joy, that was like 20 years ago, and that was when I was Julie Sarah Powell. And now I'm Julie Bodger, and Julie Sarah Bodger, and my husband is Tony Bodger, and he has found it difficult to understand what I've been sharing. And so what has happened is I wrote the Joy Handbook really for him to understand. So I wanted to simplify it as much as possible, because he is every man. You know, he is every person, every woman. He is the 95+% of people who just don't know what I'm talking about. And he is the most important person for me to get to understand this message. So I originally wrote Your Joy Handbook to explain a lot of the simple ways of how the world works from a really sort of basic place. And then I presented it to him. I was like, ta-da, here you go, my darling. And he read it and he still didn't get it. So that was the first edition of the book. And since then, I have gone through, and because he said he didn't get it, I was like, okay, back to the drawing board. We are going to go through it, and we're going to have another crack at this. And we're going to see if we can simplify even more. So you've got to have somewhere to start from. And I understand that you, Brigitte, are more down the track on a spiritual journey, and you have more insight and maybe have read lots of other books and all that, whereas he is not, not interested in reading the other books, but he's interested from the heart perspective, but not in all the head stuff. So that's where we have so much in common, because also I'm not interested in all the head stuff, and as you say, the mind is, the thoughts aren't something to shy away from. The mind is become a bully, and over our lifetime we have allowed this bully to bully us, and we have allowed this mind and the mental construct that we've created here to be in charge, and that is what needs to be swapped around. And we need to stand up, say, enough, that is not who I am. I am this beautiful essence within, which is behind, beneath, through, and all around. And the mind is a tool for us to use. So we can pick up this tool and use it for, all the everyday stuff that we need to do. And then we put it down and we rest, and we just enjoy the moment. And all of this is from the moment. So once you awaken to how it all works, then So basically what I'm doing is I give you a piece of thread and I say, this is the end of the thread for your heart. This is what the resonation that you feel between you and I is. The piece that I'm showing you is your heart, and you just have to pull on that thread, and the unraveling of all of the rest of it will be natural. You have to just let it happen. It's a matter of receiving from life and allowing it to just be, relaxing and allowing life to show you, because it's always showing you. Life is always showing you exactly what you need to see to be free and to choose happiness. And it's up to you with each moment, there's only this moment, is to make that decision. Am I going to choose love or fear? Am I going to choose love or fear? That's it. It's pretty simple. So we bring it down to the simplified as much as possible. And so what we've done with the Your Joy Handbook is a real starter to start. And I still go in there and I tweak little bits and pieces, because I just can't, you can't help yourself, because oh yes, that's a little bit clearer. And so, and that's where allaboutyourjoy.com is a beautiful place where we just go there and we tweak it and tweak it and tweak it and just add more little bits and pieces. And it's like, yes, this is what we need to say. Yes, this is what we need to share. And all your questions, like your beautiful question, Brigitte, thank you so much again. It helps to just inspire, because we don't know what your questions are until you ask them. So hopefully that clarified a little bit for you, and happy to discuss it a little bit further if needed. So Brigitte, if you wanted to put any more comments in the comments section, this is just a conversation between us, and we can continue that. But anyone else, I'm interested to see, or it's just inspiring. It inspires the heart, and that's so much beauty, and that brings bubbles of joy just frothing to the surface, like champagne popping out of the cork popping out of the champagne bottle. Just absolutely fills us with glee. So anyone interested in asking more questions, then please do so at allaboutyourjoy.com. All right, lots of love, and we'll talk again soon. Bye for now.